They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game, obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield, just came up incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
On first down, it's Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 5. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Watson just beating the play clock. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come back, come back. Reset.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson off play action. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8th. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky being chased out left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Trubisky on the move to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Throwing here, Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky steps away to his left. Looking deep for Gabriel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it'll bring up third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a back.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. The Houston Texans, Charles, they had that 0-3 start, and then they got hot. And I don't know, maybe it's because of that slow start. Is that why we're not hearing as much about them as a contender this year?
I think that is a huge part of it. In addition, Kansas City's been so exciting and winning a lot of games. New England is New England, and they play high-profile games and win them. The Chargers, they've been on the scene a little bit because Phil Rivers is so recognizable. And, of course, Pittsburgh now getting back in form. So you're right. When they were 0-3, they were pretty much buried. But remember what their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, said at that time. We're going to get this thing right.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw on second is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Fresh off the pick-6, it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Off of play action, it's Watson. 20! And he whips one in there complete. That's Demaryius Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Richmond.
Watson looks to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are in for 6. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Onto the field now come the Bears. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Hey, with that incompletion, time to have some fun. I want to know, at the Davis household, who carves the turkey?
Well, it's certainly not me.
Well, I knew that.
I can tell you that. But let's just switch it. Who cares who carves the turkey? I want to know what you're going to be knocking down on your plate on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, definitely turkey. Now, my mom's corn and green bean casserole, while it may not sound overly appetizing, is out of this world. And her sweet potato casserole, second to none.
So, I should be making my plans to fill a seat at the Garden household?
You're more than welcome.
Because I think my household may kick me out.
What's your favorite? What's on your plate?
I'm telling you, when you throw the yams at me, look out. Because I'm gonna go to town. That's like dessert to me.
Well, how about dessert? I go pecan and apple pie with vanilla ice cream.
Ooh, there's nothing wrong with that. I like the pecan pie, but I do love a chocolate pie. I can't help myself. It's one of my favorites.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. On first down, Trubisky. Throw left side taken in by Miller. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it first and goal at the 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney Merciless coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal.
Now Trubisky lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, Week 12 in the NFL, also Thanksgiving week, and 3 games on Thanksgiving. We know about Chicago and Detroit, Washington, and Dallas. Don't forget about the third and final game on Turkey Day, just as the early Black Friday shoppers are lining up. Atlanta and New Orleans.
And those Black Friday shoppers will be throwing serious elbows about the time this bad boy kicks off. Now, think about this weekend, or think about this Thanksgiving. It has the feel of a college rivalry weekend, doesn't it? Every game, intense rivalry. Chicago, Detroit, Washington, Dallas, and now this one, Atlanta, New Orleans. These two don't like each other very much. A huge game in the NFC South. Can't wait to watch this one. Matt Ryan, Drew Brees matching each other throw for throw.
So first and 10 now from the 30. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Richmond.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw is Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. QT, Charles, he didn't make his debut this year until week 4. Busted out with 11 catches in that win over Indianapolis. And now you got Will Fuller done for the year with a knee injury. He's a big part of this offense.
He certainly is, because he's quickly going to have to become one of those go-to guys for Deshaun Watson, and a guy that he can get the ball to pretty fast, because Will Fuller provided a lot of speed and flash. It could work inside and outside. QT's going to work out of the slot mainly. Get it to him and let him go.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Richmond. Reset. Green, Green,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Two jet.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5. They get it to him running left. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Tiger. Black 22.
Now Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Come back.
After the interception, here's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson on first down. Forced out to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Reset, reset, reset. Come back, come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. And he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. Thomas, the intended target. Changing topics here for just a second to look ahead to our Thanksgiving slate. You know, you got Chicago and Detroit early, but then, of course, Dallas late, and it's a rivalry game. They host Washington.
Yeah, and how great is that we're going to give that one on Thanksgiving, because they've given us some memorable ones throughout the years, and it's always interesting.
And my goodness, another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Black 22.
Again, it's Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Blue. Behind.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action. Now Trubisky. His throw caught at about the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Texans scoop it through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. 10, breaks a tackle. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practiced that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now it's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. Charles, I want to go in a different direction for a second, talk about Le'Veon Bell, because the November 13th report date has come and gone. He's still not with the Steelers. Now, the good news, though, Le'Veon Bell not there, but James Conner has been good in his stead.
He certainly has, and we have to think now that maybe we won't see Le'Veon Bell in a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform, ever again. And that's for another day. He's not there. You just hit it, though. James Conner, this Pittsburgh team has really elevated its game around James Conner, playing awfully well. He's playing well. And I think there's a certain sense when you watch them that they all want to prove something to Le'Veon Bell, that they can play well without him, and so far, it's working.
And James Conner, he's an easy guy to root for. Flush to his right. There he goes inside the 30, and he takes it all the way down to the 22. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get a bit closer. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Out left to Shaheen. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. You know, Charles, it is hard to believe that we are sitting on the doorstep of Thanksgiving week. Already that time of year, but it always gives us good football. One of the games on Thanksgiving, Chicago and Detroit, that'll get the party started at 12:30 Eastern.
One of the traditional games, Detroit hosting, Dallas hosting, but in this case, we will stay in the Motor City. And this is the longest-running annual series in the NFL. A lot of people think about Detroit and Green Bay or Chicago and Green Bay. It's Detroit and Chicago. They've met at least once a year since 1930, 178 times total. And they just met 2 weeks ago in Chicago and going to do it again.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Black 22! Black 22!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Back now at Soldier Field. From the red zone now, Watson drops it to Blue, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Baby! Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson off play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brandon Dunn breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Dancing to his... Now Trubisky lost the football. And he is going to recover his own fumble. But, boy, a big, big loss on this play. Wow. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Reset. Black 22.
From the gun, here's Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st down, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, He won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears cut into that lead. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Richmond. Two jet.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Faking the give. Now Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running with Howard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
18.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Now in desperation, it's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. On 2nd down, Trubisky buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, That's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Now Trubisky to throw, and he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On second down, here's Miller. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now the Texans will use one of their... Two remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.